Khabib, when I was with him last week, said he needs to come out in that first round. He needs to try to grapple, not strike with him. You know, tire him out, make him use his arms and legs, get him past. You know, he thought a round and a half, and he thought the fight would go the other way if he could get Conor out of the first round and a half.
I guess now the big question is, because those were two great wins, was Khabib impressed by anybody? Do we know what he's thinking?
I did talk to Khabib, and he said to me, Dana, be honest with yourself. You know, I'm so many levels above these guys. I beat these guys, and you know, I don't know. I don't know what he's, but it doesn't sound very positive. So we'll see. And what he said was, I told you guys before, he won't hold the division up. I mean, he already retired. He's basically retired. I'm the one that's been, you know, trying to get him to do one more.
Yeah. So do you give him a deadline? I mean, obviously you've got guys that want to compete for a belt, and I know he's not going to hold up. But what's the schedule in your mind?
Yeah, it doesn't matter because these two just fought. They're not fighting again anytime soon. So get it figured out.
You think if he is done, do you think those are the two guys that fight for the lightweight title?
Yeah. He wanted to see something spectacular. You know, he hates Conor, so I know he wanted Conor to lose, but you know, there has to be a little piece of him inside that, you know, the fight with him and Conor would have been one of the biggest fights ever, if not the biggest fight. So the last few days, the way that this thing's been trending, and you guys had to feel it with your numbers too. I mean, our numbers are off the charts this week, and I was saying that I felt that Khabib Conor could be the #3 fight all time, period, in all combat sports. Today, I felt like it could be #1. I felt like it could beat McGregor Mayweather. You know, so a piece of them had to want to be a part of a fight that big.
Guys watched my original breakdown yesterday. It was like spot on. I said that Conor missing out on a little ring time and fighting one time in 2 years was going to affect him, and I feel like it did affect him. But I also there's a new thing I feel that Conor was trying to do, man. I feel like he was trying to do way too much with boxing. I feel like he was sitting there trying to plan himself up for a Pacquiao fight. And he wanted to show that he was the best boxer, and he wanted to prove he was the best boxer. He was heavy on his front foot. He wanted to sit there in the pocket and try to box with him, do a lot of that slipping that boxers do inside the pocket in close range. And Poirier took advantage of it. Poirier leg kicked him. That low calf kick was hurting him a lot because he was so heavy on his front leg. Conor didn't switch stances. Conor didn't back out. Conor didn't move around. Sometimes you gotta, if you realize, all right, this ain't working, let me try something else. Conor tried to stay in his face. He landed left hand a couple times, but he kept trying to knock him out. And I feel like it was trying to prove a point that he's the best boxer, trying to set up a fight with him and Pacquiao, trying to set up a bigger fight with maybe Holloway or something like that. And I feel like it was an ego thing with him. He was doing very good in the clinch. He was landing some good shoulder shots. he would have did that a little bit more of that in the second round, maybe it would have been a different fight. Because there was a point in the fight where Poirier rocked him a little bit, and Conor didn't back up. Conor stayed there and kept trying to box with him, and then he just got caught. I know he's trying to say the whole leg thing, but I just think it was a bad game plan for him. I think he was trying to prove that he's the best boxer. I think he was trying to prove that he could box with these boxers and get one of those big money fights against like Pacquiao or somebody like that. And he was doing too much, and I think that affected him.